why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Commanders and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 3 of the preseason, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The Ravens offense ready to go here in this final tune-up. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the third game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right, and some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Jackson on 1st down. And he rifles rifles one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
He finds his man, complete. It's Banks, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the ball is knocked out, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Yeah, nice catch there. This is a guy who's been a little bit of an underperformer in his first 4 years. But his new club's take is that's because he's never gotten the chance to be a top target. He's expected to play a bigger role when the regular season gets underway.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. From 3 yards out, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
That's what you want to see in the preseason. A quarterback and his new receiver gelling early. They're hoping this duo can really form a bond this year, and that's a good start.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Banks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Got his man completed. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He finds his man complete. It's Banks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Banks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. One final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.